What is going on, Dingle's Crypto Crew? This is Josh Hudson. Uh, Please shoot me a subscribe or a thumbs up because I will never shill you a promoted token, even though I only have one subscriber. But if I ever keep doing this, this is a no bullshit channel. We don't shill you. We don't misguide you on purpose to fill my bags with money. We don't do any of that. We're just pure crypto information, honest opinions. None of that. All these YouTubers at above 50,000 subscribers and they shill tokens all the time. I can name a handful, more than a handful. They all deserve to be in jail. Most of them. Most of them deserve to be in jail. We don't do that here. We're honest to you. And I have an exciting video for you today about Bitcoin's decoupling. So let's get into it, right? And this is actually one of my favorite YouTubers on crypto. His name is Benjamin Cohen, and he's a data scientist, and he gives good technical analysis on tokens that is realistic, right? So that's all we have to look for: logically sound and realistic. And this is what he does. So I like what he did here with the 20-day moving average. Bitcoin seems to be holding it, right? And you can, if we push the top of this to 12, let's just say $12,000, and we push back down, if we squeeze between the 20-day moving average and 12K for the next couple weeks and make a bull flag, that will be huge. And I think that will be the beginning of Bitcoin's decoupling, and I'll get into more of the macro picture here shortly. But that's just short term. Let's hope for the best. Let's create a bull flag. Let's go to 12K back down to 20-week moving average, bounce and use that as his support, right? And he goes more in depth about this happening last Bitcoin cycle as well. So let's look for that. Here's just another graph. You can see we've been stepping and doing the stair step up, right? So we've actually been this is actually a very good sign. SPY, the traditional finance, since Trump took office, we've been skyrocketing. It's been disgusting. So we'll see. We'll talk about the amount of currency getting pumped into the markets here shortly, and how that might help Bitcoin here very soon, and what I believe will happen to everybody chasing Bitcoin, chasing the inflation hedge that is Bitcoin, right? So stay tuned to hear that. Okay, so this is the U.S. debt clock, right? Actually, I want to talk about somebody first. So Willy Woo actually is one of the best traders in the world. I mean, you can go on centralized exchanges and see his record, I guess, and he gives some good technical analysis. That's not the average technical analysis, like in depth, very good stuff. If you actually want to know about technical analysis in crypto, I would shoot him a follow on Twitter. So let's talk about the U.S. national debt. It's been on the rise. All right, it's always been on the rise, but this year exponentially. All right, so the Fed balance sheet. Oh my God, man, it's nasty. It is nasty stuff. So just this year alone, we almost 2x'd in the Fed balance sheet, and that's basically what the Fed has bought of let's see, of just assets and credit extended through, I don't know exactly what they bought. I would have to look into it more, but I'm pretty sure they're buying really low graded bonds as well, which is not very, very good, just to keep these zombies companies alive, right? So okay, now we're talking about Bitcoin inflation. This is what I like to see. You know what Bitcoin inflation is right now? 1.8%, and obviously it will go down next Bitcoin halving, right? So this is what I like to see, and some crypto people say it's a hardening asset, so like it's appreciating, right? That's just what Bitcoin does. And it's just crazy. 1.8%. That this is like the perfect inflation rate, okay? And let's just look at the United States inflation rate this year, and we're going to talk about this. 0.62%. You know why that's so low? Even though the Fed has been continuously pumping the markets with free money, basically, is because consumers don't feel comfortable spending a lot right now because there's so much uncertainty in the market. And you can see this back in 2015, the election cycle back there and stuff. So what's going to happen, right? Where the fall in consumer confidence. Okay, and one thing I disagree with is the projection on 2021. Like, how the F do they know? Like 2.24%. What if the consumers start gaining confidence, right? And they start purchasing stuff again. So this is the fall in consumer confidence in Europe, but it's everywhere basically. This is just a nice graph I found. And it's dropped off a cliff during the pandemic, right? But it's slowly climbing, right? And if we get anywhere back to normal levels, we'll see huge inflations. We're talking 10-15% inflation. And that's when we will see the likes of companies like MicroStrategy, which already bought a huge amount of crypto to hedge inflation, right? We'll see Fortune 500 take huge amount off their balance sheet and start buying Bitcoin with it because it's the only asset where you can quickly put cash into an inflation hedge. You can do real estate, gold, S&P, and these like boring indexes, right? But a lot of these, a lot of people already hedge inflation with the index, but in real estate you can't do that in a week with a lot of cash. You can't do that. It takes months and months. And what's the last one I said? Gold. You can't buy a bunch of gold. You can buy a bunch of paper that represents gold, but at the end of the day, what's good? What is good about holding a bunch of pieces of paper, right? So that's not good. So at the end of the day, when inflation hits, they're going to be looking at Bitcoin, right? We're only $200 billion market cap. Gold is around $8 to $10 trillion market cap. And recently, Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Square and Twitter, one word in his bio, Square allocated 1% of their holdings of their total net assets to Bitcoin, right? So we're going to see more of this in the future, and I'm super excited. We'll see. It's going to be a slow domino effect, right? That is exponential. So once more companies do it, more companies will feel comfortable doing it, and therefore and so forth, right? So let's ride this ride together. We are smarter than these Fortune 500 companies. Okay, so who's next? Elon Musk? Okay. Oh, okay, crypto. Oh, although this was 3 years ago, this shows you that he understands Bitcoin and he knows what it's about. There's been rumors that he's Satoshi Nakamoto, but I don't know how much I believe them. He does code in C++, which is what originally Bitcoin was. Well, it is what Bitcoin software is written in, right? So keep an eye out for Tesla. Tesla has a huge amount of cash, although he's an engineer, which means this cash will definitely probably be doing some work, as in like building new projects and all this very interesting stuff. But maybe he will integrate blockchain in some aspect, maybe accumulating Bitcoin. But companies that are forward thinking will definitely enter the Bitcoin space. And then when rewards are seen, other companies will join. Alrighty. And that is actually all I have for you today. But Bitcoin will decouple once the difference in inflation rates will be so 1.8%. You can't inflate more than 1.8%. And actually next 4 years you'll only see 1.8%, and then it will lower versus the US dollar. The 2.21% that we just saw a second ago, 2.24%, that expectation, if consumer confidence grows and we actually start spending US dollars like the pieces of paper they are, we will see 10 to 15% inflation like the 70s, okay? So if that happens, companies will have no choice but to buy Bitcoin or buy gold or buy indexes, real estate maybe. But we'll see what they pick, and a lot of them will pick Bitcoin because of the liquidity that it provides. So if you like this, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe, because I love to see comments down there. Tell me what you think, and I'll respond to you. All right, Crypto Crew, have a good day. Peace.